Here's a tutorial on how to complete assignment number 2, How's It Made, for your management and marketing module. First thing you're going to do is log on to your Google Classroom and scroll down to your management and marketing module, assignment number 2, How's It Made. Let's take a look at what the assignment is asking. For this assignment, you are going to be selecting a product and explaining how it is manufactured, marketed, and distributed, using PowerPoint to complete your presentation. For this particular assignment, you must select a product from the Made How website. So let's go ahead and take a look at the website. The reason I want you to select a product from this website is because it does a good job at detailing the manufacturing process as well as the raw materials necessary to manufacture that product. Everything is set up in alphabetical order, so let's go ahead and select a product that we want to do our presentation on. Let's say, for instance, I'm wanting to explain the manufacturing, the distribution, and the marketing of candles. So first thing it's going to give you is a little bit of background information about candles, the history of it as a product. It's also then going to explain the raw materials necessary to make a candle. And then for the manufacturing process, this website does a good job of breaking down the steps. So for your presentation, you're going to want to summarize a large amount of information into bullet form using the titles that are provided from this website. So making the wick would be step 1, preparing the wax base, step 2, step 3, molding the candle, step 4, extrusion. Let's go back to our Google Classroom and take a look at the PowerPoint template that's included for you to download in order to start your assignment. For this template, every slide details what needs to be included in terms of information, and a title has been provided. So let's go ahead and download this template. You're going to go up to these 3 dots, More Actions, select Open in a New Window. Once that is complete, you can then select the download icon, and it will pop up on the bottom left-hand side. I'm going to go ahead and open my PowerPoint and select Enable Editing. And first things first, we want to make sure we save it to the appropriate folder right away. So I'm going to go to File, Save As, This PC, select the drive with your name on it, and this should be saved under your Management and Marketing 1 folder, and we're just going to go ahead and click Save. Let's take a look at each slide. So for this slide, the first slide is telling you to introduce your product, and it's also giving you a brief overview of what features are necessary to include in your presentation, and I will do a tutorial on how to use those features in PowerPoint. Every slide contains a title, so the product, so the name, include a picture of your product and what you're doing your presentation on. Once again, the Made How website is attached for you. In the notes section, this explains a little bit further what is a product. It's a tangible good or service that meets a consumer's needs. The manufacturing process, I've asked you to simplify your information and include it in bullet point form or lists. Price, what's the final price that consumers will pay for this product? Promotion, how is it being marketed? So what types of advertisements are being used? You can include examples from digital media, print, such as magazines, newspapers, billboards, flyers, posters. You could have insert a commercial or a radio ad. Maybe they're doing different types of sales and contests. And last is place. So explaining the point of distribution. Is this an example of direct sales, meaning it is sold directly from the manufacturer to consumers? Or is it an example of indirect, meaning the manufacturer sells to almost a middleman, or let's say an outlet mall, and then consumers can pick up that product from a number of different outlet malls or locations. Returning to our first slide, I want to explain the different elements of PowerPoint, such as design, transitions, and animations. So for a design, you're going to go up to the Design tab, and there's all these different options here for you to select. Once you select a design you like, it will change so that there is a theme on every slide. you want to make sure that you pick a theme that is consistent with the type of product you're doing. So for instance, this theme is green. So let's say I was using or talking about recycled goods or product that is recycled. It fits that theme, environmentally friendly, etc. Next, I want to show you how to apply a transition to every slide. So we're going to go up to transitions, and let's say I want to select fade. So that is my option right there, and you could see another one would be, let's say, push. So let's say I want to use push and I want to apply it to all slides. I'm going to go apply to all. Now when I click on every slide, push as my transition has been inserted. Let's go ahead next and take a look at how to add a picture and add an animation to every image. So my product is candles, so let's go and find a picture of candles. So I've gone ahead and just Googled candles, clicked on images, and I'm going to select an image. Let's say it's this one, right click. We could go copy image, back to our PowerPoint, right click, and select paste. Once my image is inserted, the format option will pop up, and this is very similar to Word. If you wanted to put a frame on it, you could do that. Picture effects, lots of different options for you to play around with here. So once you have your picture inserted, now we can add an animation. So you're going to go up to animation, and this is a feature that's only added to images. So let's say I want my candles to float in. That's what it will look like. So let's just take a look at our presentation currently and put it into slideshow mode. So since I chose the push transition, every slide is going to push in. For my product, I selected an image and my animation was float in. Every slide for your presentation must have an image and it must have bullet point form text. So make sure that you are simplifying your information and putting it in bullet point forms and lists, which is the last thing I'm going to show you how to do. So for bullet point form, you're going to go up to home, and right here you can click on the different types of bullets you want to include. Or if you're wanting to number, let's say step 1, step 2, etc., you can click on lists. That is how you complete assignment number 2. How is it made?